Cheers to season 1.
You can even hear it.
Clink, clink.
We're having a bottle.
Damn, girl.
I had one glass.
You did. It was just one glass. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the JK But Gay Show. We are really excited because this is our season finale.
Oh my gosh.
Which is why we have our little champagne here. I told Jake at the beginning of the season before we launched that on the last episode, we would drink an entire bottle and then have a bottle today. It's Sunday, so I'm not filling a whole bottle. But we brought our champagne here that one of our friends, listeners, bought for us. And so you can always send us champagne if you want. But yeah, Jake and I wanted to salute the season. And today we're talking all about joy because joy is different in the queer space. And how are you, Jake?
I'm doing well. I'm like kind of sad.
Yeah, you are?
I feel like I'm gonna get emotional. Probably more
really?
than I don't know why.
That's why I got you drinking. So I can see you cry. We started the season.
If there is a way to get me cry,
right,
it was probably with alcohol.
Yeah. But
yeah, no, I'm just so excited to like dive into like this whole season and like what it has meant, and also obviously the queer joy, but like the season itself and like starting something that I never thought we would.
Wait, girl, we're getting there. Let us get there first.
But I'm excited to like dive in, like do that dive and like.
Right. Just to get us started, what was the first time you felt real queer joy, like for you? And what does that mean?
Queer joy
for you.
For me, queer joy really means like honing in on like my true self, honing in on being openly gay, being Latino, all of that. And I think for me, you said the first time
or the biggest, one of the two.
Obviously, well, I won't say obviously, but like my wedding.
Mine too.
Like that is the like.
Wow, I wasn't there. Wow.
You weren't there. You're going to be there for our 10 years.
I wasn't invited.
Our 10 years. It got lost in the mail.
Yeah. I didn't know him, y'all. I wasn't.
Yeah, we didn't know each other.
Tea.
We did not know each other at that point. Because I'm
older.
I'm old. I was going to say it myself, but you're older. But no, yeah, that is absolutely the biggest time I felt queer joy.
Yeah.
Of not only for myself being a Latino queer individual, but like that love I had for myself in that moment and with my husband and also with my family.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest moment because also there were people that were there that I didn't know whether or not they would be there. And when they showed up, like that was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right. Like just having them there throughout my entire family. But so that's definitely the biggest. The first time though,
nothing matches that moment though.
I know. I think everything else is just like blacked out at that point. Because that was the height of it all.
The pinnacle.
Yeah.
For me, it was absolutely my wedding too. Because think about it. Where else is everybody that you love and that matters in your life is going to be in one place
at the same time
celebrating you besides your funeral?
Right. Damn.
Think about it.
Oh my gosh.
Think about it.
Oh God.
Give me my flowers when I'm here.
Right.
There's not a moment. And people, when I say that, I'm not like, oh my God, because I was so excited to get married. Yes, I love my husband. Yes, it was amazing.
Right. But we were.
But it was also like, there's no other time where I would have all my people there one time. My dad has a lot of siblings and they were all there. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the aspect of being gay men. It adds that layer. Because I think for everybody, that level of joy for everybody on their wedding day is probably very high. Yeah. And I get that. But for us as queer individuals, I think it's more like, we should actually cheers too.
Yeah.
Cheers to season 1. You can even hear it.
Clink, clink.
For those of y'all listening, you already said it. We're having we're sipping champagne.
Damn, girl.
I had one glass.
You did. It was just one glass.
I had one glass.
And I'm like, you also pour a healthy glass. But yeah, my wedding.
I never know what it is.
My wedding was, did you feel that joy at my wedding?
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
My family is unmatched.
and it was just
that was the biggest compliment that people could give me. After my wedding, people gave me that compliment all the time. They're like, your family is everything.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest compliment people could give me because it really was everything. It had everything that I wanted, from the lead up to the after party to everything.
Yes.
Everything was just, my brothers really put their best foot forward. My mom and dad, everybody. It was just, and like I said, I always think about that. Like, I have to have something else. We have to have, when this show becomes much bigger and we launch our seasons and we have a party, maybe that'll be the next time we're all together and have
our 10-year for Roger and I. We want to
have I thought you were talking about the podcast. Like, girl, I'm not doing this for 10 years.
What if I said I wanted to do it?
Unless the income is there, unless they got 10-year income to have me come back for 10 seasons.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely, and I think to your point, like the family aspect, I think that's like bringing in the Latino side of it all, of like where the intersectionality really met each other as being queer and Latino. I was like, because for me too, like I'm like, wow, like this is everything that I could have ever wished for. Mm-hmm. But like as I was saying earlier too, the being queer and for your wedding itself, it just adds a layer that like if you're not queer, you will not you won't know what that feels like.
What do you mean?
Like for a heterosexual couple getting married, they won't understand the extra layer of joy.
Oh yes,
as it relates to being queer because of literally everything happening in the fucking society right now. But
and the way that
I'm not gonna let that ruin.
So that's a good segue though, because queer joy is so much better than straight joy, and I think it's because like I know it's the higher you go, the harder you fall, but I'm like putting that on its head, right? The lower you go and the more trouble you have, with the moments feel even greater when you're able to reach that top point. Yes. And I think that's a lot of what we deal with in the community, because I never, especially like talking about my wedding, I never thought that I could be that happy. Like growing up, I always thought that I was gonna have to hide a part of myself, or that I wasn't able to be my full self because I was gay. Yeah. That the amount of happiness that I felt on my wedding day, being surrounded by everybody that I love, I never in a million years thought that I was ever going to experience that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't
unhappy.
Real thing that we have. Right. But I wasn't unhappy. I wasn't like bitter about it. I was just like, that's just not in my...
I'll never get there. Right. I'll never have that.
Yeah. But no, I definitely did. Especially getting married in my hometown.
Yeah.
Because I got married in my hometown.
Yeah.
And
that was the first time I went there.
Right. An extremely conservative part of Texas. Okay. And yeah, so that's what it was like for me. But for you, I mean, you agree that queer joy is better than straight joy, right?
Absolutely. And for the reasons that you said, like, I think one of the things that popped in my mind is like, you know, I've seen people, they're like, oh, if you're going to have pride, like I'm going to have straight pride. And I'm like, there's a reason why we have pride, because like we have to find that joy because of all that shit that's happening. Mm-hmm. And I know we're going to get to that later, but we'll get there. I forgot about that actually.
You're good. But yeah, we'll talk about that in season, in season 2. We'll talk about that in the second segment. But yeah, you're absolutely right, because I think, you know, one of the questions I had for you though is, if you could bottle up one feeling of queer joy, what would it be? What I mean bottle up is like take that with you and like go with it.
I truly believe, like, if I could have if I could bottle up one feeling as a queer individual, it would be that feeling of freedom, almost to the sense of like, well, not almost, but like that sense of like holding my husband's hand in public, or kissing my husband in public, or like that, or like being myself, like being truly myself in public, like not having to code switch, not having to act a certain way because I know I need to be careful for myself, and I know I have to have that safety in the back of my mind of like knowing I have to do something a certain way. Mm-hmm. Like if I could bottle up that, how I felt at my wedding of just being like, I can dance with my husband, no one's gonna say anything, no one's literally gonna give a shit about it, like that.
No, they're celebrating that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that I couldn't put my fingers on it, but like that feeling of knowing that people are celebrating me,
right,
for who I am,
right,
and not in just a sense of like like me and my husband, but like just being me, mm-hmm. like being a gay individual. That is what I would like love to hold very near and dear to me, and be able to experience it at any point in time.
Yeah. For me,
and for you,
it's about my friends. It's about our group. Like there's so much moment where we're together. It's very rare. We're together a lot, but it's very rare when we're all together and don't have things to worry about at like work, school. I mean, not school. We're not in school anymore. But like work and like things that are happening. Like, so we're like, when we're in PV, that's going to be one of the first times in a while that we're just kind of all hanging out and we don't have to worry about
not caring
like commitments or like Houston was. I think Houston was an example of that. Because but Gabriel there was storms already coming, so he was working.
Right.
And so there's always something there. But those moments of us having like time together.
Yeah.
And what is it like? Not being distracted. We had some champagne.
I cannot think of the word.
Wow.
Oh my god. Well, like, was having champagne the best idea?
Wow. Well,
being truly
distracted.
Not having distractions.
Yeah, but what am I thinking of?
I feel like I feel like we have the same word on the tip of our tongues and we cannot think of it.
Not unguarded. It's like oh my god.
And
someone is screaming at the TV right now.
Like
someone's like,
this is the word.
This is the word.
And meanwhile, we're just here.
Yeah, enjoying our champagne. Hey everyone, just a quick reminder, if you're watching, don't forget to like the video. And if you're listening, leaving us a review goes a long way. But honestly, the biggest way you've helped us grow so far is by sharing the show. So if you're loving it, send it to someone that you think would love it too. Now back to the show. I actually wanted to talk about something that I think is really great about being queer, specifically being Latino queer, because on top of being just normal, we keep talking about how we're so much better than everybody else. Our joy is so much better. There is some specific joy in being Latino and queer, because
the intersectionality.
You talk about it a little bit too on the Latino episode where we talk about, when people just get you on a cultural level, it makes everything else so much better.
Yeah.
And so I experience it. I've said this before, but I experience it most here in San Antonio and with my friend group here.
Yeah.
But it's just so amazing to meet other queer people that are Latino, because you know that they come from some of the same backgrounds and deal with some of the same things that we talk about on the show. But how do you think about queer pride? Is it separate from Latino pride, or are they like one and the same?
They're different to me.
Yeah.
And they are different, period. Like being queer and Latino is absolutely who I am.
Right.
But as far as it relates to the joy in it, I feel like we may have the privilege of being like having that Latino joy, having the queer joy, and then having it together.
Yeah.
Because for me, they are separate, but there are times where it's like, it just makes so much, or it makes things so, the joy that I find, like, for example, with us four, when we're able to relate to something because we are both Latino and queer, like that joy is like, it's so immense because of like, we have the same lived experiences from growing up and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So that for me is the queer joy, or they're separate, but there's also times where they're also together.
Not separate, but equal. For me, I can have Latino pride and not have queer pride.
Exactly.
But
no, I get it. What you're saying.
I cannot have queer pride and not have Latino pride.
Really?
Yes. I am always a Latino gay.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not always a gay Latino. I am. I mean, there's something I can do about it. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I have to push it as much as I do in the queer community.
Push your Latino side.
My Latinidad.
You don't have to push your...
I do.
Oh, you do?
That's why I have to. Yes, in the gay community, I have to.
Oh.
There is a lot of racism within the gay community. A lot.
Yes.
And there's racism, there's colorism. And
even within the Latino community.
You see it.
Oh, yeah.
But you see it
for
even...
Sure.
But I'm talking about for gays. You see it too. Because like, these guys will take a picture, like a group picture, and there's like one person of color in there.
And they're like, yes, I know a black person.
Yes, I have one black friend.
Yeah, I'm like...
That happens. That happens all, and they always. It's my favorite thing because they always get roasted on Twitter
all the time.
Always get roasted
all the time,
and they're like, people are just jealous,
right? They're like, we're in P Town.
No, y'all look the same.
All of them.
Y'all all look the same. You know, they don't wash their feet
or their cracks,
right?
But yeah, that is absolutely true because there's a lot of times, and it's always on social media. That's where I see it all. They're all the same.
Yeah,
all the white queer people.
I have to, but it's because when I'm in queer spaces, I come first as a Latino.
Got it.
Does which one comes first for you?
I think
for me as Latino.
I think the Latino, but like I don't necessarily notice it.
Oh.
I think it's because like
you're not in white spaces though.
And I think I was going to say like, it's because I've actually like grown up in San Antonio and where, 80% of us are Hispanic and / Latino, like we all like kind of understand it. So like, I don't necessarily have to, which is a privilege in and of itself. And I recognize that. You don't recognize it? You don't think it's a privilege, right?
It's a privilege, but also I feel like we should reserve that word for, it's a blessing.
That it's more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that.
Because there's probably a lot of things because you're in this society that you're limited from doing, and that's the antithesis of privilege.
Right. Yes. And I think that's also why like I do say I believe I lead with, or like the Latino side for me.
Me too.
Is like the part that comes.
You know what's interesting though about that? I lead with that. And then for me, it's like, why will people not stop calling me today? This is my brother. My brother Joe's calling me. I'm not sure.
Call you back, Joe.
We'll call you back, Joe. Joe's going to watch the episode and be like, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell? What was I saying?
We were talking about what you lead with. And then you were going to ask another question.
No, I was just saying I have to lead with that because there's a lot of spaces where people don't really value being Latino. And that's why... Actually, back to the original point, or the reason why that's actually one of the reasons why we started the show was because there are a lot of podcasts out there. There are a lot of gay podcasts out there.
A lot.
But no one was doing the Latino gay podcast like we wanted to do.
Right.
And was going to be something that we really talked about and we really wanted to dive into. So I'm glad we're doing it now. I feel like I'm taking my solution to the next step by doing this show. And that's what I think has been most interesting. But on the subject of being just proud of who you are, I feel the same way about Pride too. Like, what's been your favorite Pride experience?
My favorite Pride was probably actually LA Pride.
Again, without me.
And to that,
look around, everybody on mute.
I just loved that. I was with my husband and I forgot what year it was actually.
I was going to say Mexico City. I'm going to stop bragging on you.
Do it.
Mexico City was fun.
Mexico City was fun. But Mexico City was it was vastly different from what I was expecting. Because
it was a real parade.
Exactly. Well, for me, it was more of a march. And I think I was used to like the
Pride started, puppy.
I know. But I think I was so used to the parade aspect.
Yeah.
And so like, I remember, I want to say it was 2017. Maybe 2018, but when Roger and I went to LA Pride, and it was just like, so it was fun, and like we went to the fest. I think it was also the first time we did like a festival type of deal. Like I had never done that. Oh, because Pride for me has been really new itself. Like 2018, I think was probably like the first Pride I went to.
But what do you mean new?
Like, I mean, I've been out for a while,
right?
But I had never gone to Pride.
Why?
I don't think I
never felt proud.
No, definitely not that. But it was more of like, I just didn't go.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really maybe, I don't know. It wasn't, not that I didn't understand, but it was just like, I never went.
Yeah.
And then Mexico City really quickly was like, also just the way of like the
amount of people. Yeah.
I was like,
Mexico's one of the largest cities in the world. Like,
absolutely.
The entire country was like there.
Yes. And it felt like that. And like, even to cross the street to get over to our hotel, I was like, how are we crossing this? And we made our way through.
Remember we were like, there was the cowboys that were, and we like jumped over the thing.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that. One of my favorite Pride moments is when we all marched with my husband.
Yes.
Remember we were on our little cute little shirts.
All the little purple ones.
Yeah, that's amazing when people when we see people, because there are a lot of kids at Pride.
I didn't realize it until then.
Yeah, because we see that they're in the front of the parade. Like we see them
Right.
like at the front rows.
Right.
But
and
they're-
we were like in the parade.
Yeah.
That was the only parade I've been
And
in.
it's always really beautiful when we see that.
Yes.
When
and
you
then
see the
when,
kids.
and then when your husband was like talking to them, or like they would go up to him and I'm
when they
like,
recognize him and they'd be like, But you know what it was? It's normalizing something that is really normal.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Like you taking your kids to Pride is not going to make them gay.
Absolutely not.
You not taking your kids to Pride is not going to make them not gay.
I never went to Pride until 2018, I think.
Right. No, that's why you hate yourself.
He's like, that's why I have body image issues. I'm like,
No, I didn't say all that.
did he say that?
No.
Did he not say that?
Oh my God.
No, but I get where you're, absolutely.
Yeah.
The amount
that was it. That was your.
No, the like even I think I've said it before. Like the amount of I'm just kidding. The amount of titties and like things I saw on TV like growing up, and here I am. I don't like girls.
Oh, I was like, what? Right. Oh, I get it.
Because you saying like
Say titties again.
titties. I know. I was like, do I want to say it? I'm gonna say it. But you know, taking your child to a gay pride is not gonna make them gay,
Right.
but it will help them accept anybody for who they are,
Right.
and be a better human at that.
Right. And kids love parades.
Kids love color, like glitter.
Yeah.
Glitter's my favorite color.
Yeah.
Like all of that. Like I have one of my best friends from high school. She took her kids this past Pride to their Pride in Maryland, I think.
Mm.
That I know I told her, but like that brought me. I think that also brought me so much joy.
Yeah.
Like because her and her husband.
Yeah.
So they're a straight couple. They took them taking their kids to Pride. Like I have no words because I'm like it just makes my heart so extremely happy.
It's so weird that we're not used to that here, but up north that happens a lot more.
Right.
Like in more progressive areas.
Yes.
Now I will also say that the racism is a little bit worse in my eyes.
For sure.
I'd rather someone tell me that they don't like me because I'm brown rather than like find other ways to do microaggressions. But
Because you're gay?
no, because I'm brown. I've always said that. When I lived in DC, it was much harder to be Latino than it was to be gay.
Okay. I thought you were comparing the
When I lived in DC, it was much harder to be Latino than it was to be gay. To gay, they were like, yes, and then you're like Latino, and they're like, oh. I'm like, here come the microaggressions.
That I don't understand.
Yeah,
I can absolutely picture it happening. I just like that blows my mind.
and it's the opposite here.
Exactly.
It's harder to be gay than it is.
Exactly.
To be I've always said that in DC, it was much harder to be Latino. Yeah, they just didn't get
That
it.
is wild to me.
And still, I showed you when we were there. I'm like, look at how people
look
are
around
reacting.
everybody, all of the cliques.
Yeah.
And you can tell. And you can tell. They all look alike.
Right.
And I'm like,
They'll have one little Latino twink in there that was like,
who's it Oreo?
right.
Or coconut?
Oreo's fine. Maybe.
Not as colorism.
Not double stuffed.
Gluten free. I promise this is only our second class.
All right. I did not want to start this because this is the end. This is our last segment of season 1. Salud, bestie.
Salud.
But
This season has been so fun.
looking back at the season though, what's a moment that gave you unexpected joy?
I really feel that the moment that brought me...
Are you getting emotional already?
The moment that brought me most joy was actually the body image issue. I mean, episode.
So call him fat. It'll make him feel better about himself.
No. Not in that sense.
The
But like,
episode reaction?
the reaction, like the numbers itself also, but also like truly myself. Like being able, because that was the only episode that I told you I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
That was the only one
Yeah.
I've ever said, like, I don't like it. I want to refilm. And I think that there is that I find so much joy in knowing that I'm now at a place where I feel that I can talk about it.
Where you stand up for yourself?
Where I stand up for myself.
Against yourself?
Right. And even to this day, like, you know, I told you today, like, I'm not feeling that well.
Yeah.
Like in that sense.
And then we realized you ain't drinking fucking water, girl.
And then we found the culprit.
He's like,
and
I can't remember the last time I drank water. I'm like, well, there's your problem.
But let's pour some champagne anyways.
Let's dehydrate ourselves again.
But I truly believe like I there is some because it's been such a journey for me, body image itself.
Yeah.
That I think like I'm at a place where I'm like I can finally. I almost want to say like tackle it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm open to the point where it's like I don't have to hide it, and I love that I have an army behind me because not that I've never known that, but like there's just so much joy in knowing like I'm not alone in this, and I also, you know, one part of hiding it specifically was because I did feel like people were gonna be like, really.
Right.
You have body image issues?
With your beautiful arms and your amazing jawline, like and your beautiful smile.
Thank you. But
wow.
But all of that.
What a selfish ass bitch.
But there's so like I really just love that. And the other thing that I found very unexpected joy in is with our argument actually.
You know,
oh my God, don't cry.
You go first.
Oh my God. I'm trying to like let that machismo like escape me. But
why?
Like, because I want to be able to cry. We talked about this, you know, like on the machismo.
Let me kick you in the face if you cry.
Because literally right now there was a split second where my mind
told yourself,
said, don't cry.
No, faggot.
Oh my God. You said... Really quick, you sounded like on K-pop Demon Hunter.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God.
You don't allow me to see it.
I don't want you to see it without me, actually.
Right.
Because I'm obsessed.
We're not spending our third segment talking about this.
Anyways, he reminded me of that. But there's like that unexpected joy of knowing. There's that one aspect for me of like knowing like no matter what. And I no matter what. Nothing, not even any of this will ever come between us. And not saying that I didn't know that because I knew that after episode 1, actually, when you know, with the photo, when some, what happened? Oh, like you posted something and I was like, oh, I felt like awkward, like, you know, and then you were like, I remember you told me like, if there was something that felt like off, like let me know because there is nothing that is ever going to come between us. And so I knew that.
I told you I would stop the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all that to say, like I knew that, but it wasn't until then where I was like, I have that truth of knowing like absolutely nothing can come. Literally, it felt like a marriage. Like nothing can ever come between us type of deal. Like things will happen.
I'm gonna sleep with your man.
And damn, I'm trying to have a moment. And he over here talking about sleeping with my man. But there's
my bestie.
I feel like so much joy in knowing that like things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Period. But like just knowing because it had never happened before.
Yeah.
And we were able to like work through it. Like that brings me so much joy. And also peace just because like on the flip end of it, I grew from that also.
What'd you learn?
And say it again.
What'd you learn?
I think also for me, I really need to focus or not focus. I really need to be more intentional on how do I say it? Like being more forward.
Saying your real feelings.
Yeah. And not being afraid, especially with you, like with someone that I truly love and like enjoy every moment that we have together. And like, I know that if I'm honest with you, that is nothing is going to happen.
Right.
And I fear that sometimes.
Even if it's not true. Can I make jokes now?
Yes, you can. Oh, no, you can. You
never give me the red flag again.
We're I was like, we are not talking about it. No, but I learned something about myself in that sense. But so that's the growth part. But I don't know. There's just so much joy that
we're not even talking about anything emotional. And
I know, but like there's just so much. Well, it's true. Like it is something that like I really don't have the words for it.
Yeah.
Like.
But words affirmation is so you better find the fucking word. I'm just kidding. No, but for me, that moment was really hard for me because I thought our friendship was never going to be the same. for maybe a day or two,
Which
for a day
I
or
can
two,
see.
but it's not the same, but it's better. But
So-
at the time, I thought
I meant-
spoiled.
Yeah, I meant that like as in like me.
Right.
Also, same.
Like I was like, it's spoiled. It's not gonna feel the same because we had that issue. But we both, because we talked through it and we're able to work through it, I don't
Yeah.
have any kind of long-term anything, resentment at all, zero.
Right.
But I know that I can't manage your emotions. So I was like, what if he has that long-term resentment?
Right.
And because it wasn't, it was only as big as it was our disagreement, which was about a thumbnail.
Literally.
It was only when you say it like that, right? I think it's only as big as it was
Right.
because we've never had anything like that happen.
Ever.
I am really good about reading you and
Ever.
like knowing what my friend needs. And
Right,
in
right.
that moment, I was like, all right, let's just see what happens. But yeah, so that was your expect. Can I say mine?
Was
now?
that yours?
No.
Oh, go. Yes. What was yours most unexpected joy moment?
I think it's just been the reaction.
Yeah.
Seeing the reaction of people. I didn't know there are so many people who launch podcasts that I'm like, people are going to be inundated with this stuff and they're going to say, it's just another thing I'll put on my watch list.
Cool.
And not actually watch it.
Yeah.
And to have people actually watch it.
Yes.
And have people actually be looking out for it.
Yeah.
And to see our fan base grow. It sounds weird even saying fan base. Like,
You think it sounds weird? It sounds like foreign to me.
but also that was always our intention.
yes.
And from the very beginning, I knew we had a viable product.
Yeah.
I knew we had something that was going to work. I knew
Yeah.
we had something that was going to resonate. But that and then the reconnection with my family. Not to say that I wasn't connected with my family, but
Yeah.
my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters-in-law, they all watch the show. They
Yeah.
all watch the show every single week. They're constantly waiting for that. They're constantly waiting for the show to come out. And my cousins, are you okay?
Yeah.
My cousins, seeing them, and then ultimately like seeing just the way that our relationship. I didn't think that our relationship could go bigger than it is, and it's just been. I'm so blessed. I'm
Yeah.
so blessed.
Yeah. And I'm literally about to
I'm not gonna tell you not to cry anymore.
I'm like trying to like let it come. I love that. I truly love that. And they're just like,
My brother, even when we saw my brother, remember he was like, "I want to talk about the show." We saw Frank in Houston.
I know in Houston.
He's like, "Let's talk about the show." You're
I
gonna
can't even see.
He's like,
it's like blurry. Yeah, no, I love that. And I think also for me, it's like that happened. The reaction absolutely has been brought me so much joy too. And like knowing, like there was someone from high school and one of my ex-girlfriends actually, and like she reached out to me. Damn. Tear. This is why I can't cry.
so she has no self-awareness. So she doesn't realize reality.
But she reached out to me.
Yeah.
And she's one of my best friends. And she's actually the one I was talking about as far as
Yeah.
her children, taking her children to Pride. And she reached out to me and it was a phone call I was not expecting at all. And I didn't realize, I didn't realize that I needed it. And not that she had to, she absolutely did not have to. The reason why she called me, like she didn't have to do that because I love her and like everything that happened has happened in the past and like we're still super close.
Yeah, you're
And
also
even-
humans. Y'all both have like real lives. Y'all are adults now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the fact that she called me and we had a super deep heart to
I
heart.
remember you called me immediately after.
Yes. And I was like, I didn't realize this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize. Like, I think for me, like with you and your husband, like your husband has that aspect of like the fan base. And so
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
like if you had that, you kind of understood a little bit more than me.
I did, yeah.
Right. And so I like knowing, and
We cannot compare the same level, but
well,
yeah.
But I'm not comparing her to like being a fan specifically.
She's a fan of the show.
Absolutely. But like I don't think I realized like, even as we were talking about the, like last week, was it last week? The individual that we met,
Yeah.
like in those moments, like there are times where I'm just like, I don't know how to respond. Like,
yeah.
And it's
All I can do is say thank you. That's all. I told you I had my neighbor when I was younger. Remember I sent you that this week?
Yes.
My neighbor
Yeah.
from when I was younger, like, was watching the show. And she's
Right.
like, I remember when you were this big.
Yes.
Like, and to see you doing this now, and seeing people that listen to the show, listen and watch the show, it's so humbling.
Yeah.
Every single
Absolute-
person
I think that's
that
what it
reaches
is.
out to us, it makes our hearts like so happy.
melt for me.
So happy.
Like,
There's so many people that I'm just like, oh my God. People that I wouldn't even imagine would sort of like watch long form. Not that they're like not interested in us, but sometimes long form is hard. It's hard to pay attention to someone for an hour.
Right.
And to see them do that. So anybody who wants to send us words of affirmation is my love language. You can send me whatever you want.
Right. Money is my love language.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Not money.
No, I'm just kidding. Quality time.
What's something?
Ask me to lunch.
And you kind of already said this, but what's something that the show has taught you about yourself?
I really believe the show has taught me that I'm actually stronger than I think I am.
We all knew that.
I didn't. I don't think I really didn't. I'm really hard on myself.
You're one of the strongest people I know.
And I don't realize that enough. Are you okay?
Yeah. We told ourselves we wouldn't ask. We told ourselves we wouldn't ask. We just let it come out.
I know. I really just I'm looking up and I know you're like, always look at me. And I'm like, I just can't.
I can't look at you right now. It's also, for me, I know, I'm glad that you're hearing what we've all been seeing this whole time.
Yeah. And I think I needed to. Like,
about you.
And
I'm serious. You're all here. You're hearing what we all have known this whole time.
Yeah.
You've always been that person.
Hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I know like where.
Fine, Jake, hate yourself. Not complimenting your ass no more.
I love I love being complimented. I'll say that. But I just think that there is also like, it's such a catch-22 because I'm like, I love a compliment, but then I don't know how to like react sometimes. So like the way I'll react is like, I will then compliment them. And then I'm like, it's not that I'm not.
I love your show. Nice shirt. The fuck? No one, you can't even see my shirt.
Like, I love your profile photo. But it's so true. Like, I literally just sometimes like don't know how to take a compliment.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't love them.
I do. Send them all straight to me. I absolutely know how to take a compliment, and you can send them to me right now. The DM button is right there. And the comment button is right there. I can absolutely take a compliment.
And I just like, I keep them coming, please.
Yeah.
But like, I wanted to make, then my anxiety takes over. Like, I want to make sure that like I respond in a way that like they appreciate also. Mm-hmm. And like, if I don't, will they not watch the show, or like, will they not like me? And like, all of that shit happens in my head all the time.
It's
and
so
I
baffling.
hate it.
Yeah, it's so baffling that we have more than 10,000 long form views. Right?
Yep. And
for me, like, to see that many people have clicked and watched our content. This isn't shorts. This isn't shorts. This is our long form content. Like what people are watching. Yeah. It's so humbling and it's so refreshing. Right. And it is like, but it also, I like that pressure because it pushes me to say, you're not just doing a little project in your house. Like, you have to really think about this. And we've both been really good about this, but really I think what I want to say the most is just how fucking proud I am of you. I'm so proud of you. I don't think you understand that. Like, I am so, so proud of you because I always knew you had it in you. We always knew we had it in like with each other. Yeah. But I don't think I think I tell you enough that I'm proud of you. Maybe I think I tell you that I love you, but I don't think I've ever told you that I'm proud of you. But I am extremely proud of you because you have given me complete trust to take this show and elevate it in the level that I want to. And you have, with the exception of one time when we had a disagreement, it's been nothing but greatness. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Let's go make out now.
Yeah. That was like, my brother told me, he's like, that was my favorite part of I don't remember what episode that was.
I don't either. But
I don't think you know how proud I am of you. And I know you're proud of me. You don't have to say it. Like,
but I know you love the compliment.
But I really, 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 really am so proud of you.
Thank you, Bessie.
Yeah.
And
it's not because I didn't expect you to do everything that you're doing.
Right.
It's that you fucking allowed yourself to.
Right. Finally.
It's that part where I'm like, it had to, and for me, I think for me, the reason why, one thing that it has taught me, I didn't answer the own question.
Yeah.
One thing that it has taught me is it's okay to be scared. I am so confident about everything that I do in life. I don't do something unless I'm confident about it.
Right.
And to be fair, I was confident about this. Remember from the very beginning, I said, Jake, we have something here.
Yeah. No, for sure.
We have a product.
Day one.
Here. We have a product here. But it was also the scariest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what if, do you remember, I remember the first time we got real like bad comments on social media and I was going through it. Do you remember?
Yes.
I was going through it. I was like, I want to quit everything.
I'm trying to remember what that comment was.
I was specifically explaining my parents, like allowing them the space to accept me.
Correct.
And because the way that I had clipped it, it was clickbait. And people were responding in a way that said, parents don't have to. But if you had listened to the long form, you would understand that what I meant was in that moment, it worked for me.
Right.
It worked for me, and that's okay. And I'm good now. My parents are good now. We're all good. But in that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, like what have I done? Yeah. But no, it's allowed me to be scared because there's a lot of, I don't allow myself to be scared very often. I don't enter something unless I know absolute, it's a confidence. I don't enter something unless I know absolute for sure it's going to be a success. Yeah.
But we definitely had that from the beginning. Like we had that confidence.
Yeah, but we also didn't know. Like I don't know. I didn't know because it's not just us having quality content. Right. The algorithm has to connect. The time we post has to connect. Right. The metadata that we're putting behind our videos, everything has to connect for you to actually grow. Yeah. And we have to be promoting all the time. I know I'm bugging you all the time. Like, Jake, we got to promote.
I know. And every time I'm like, oh, so sorry. I was moving.
No, you're like, no, it wasn't that time. But what I'm saying is like, we have to be consistent and like show everybody that. But yeah. What are you most excited about? So Jake has renewed us. We're renewed for season 2.
We got a new house.
We're renewed. We got a new studio. We'll have an entire new set. We're gonna have this is our little like makeshift. We did a damn good job at this set.
I wouldn't even say makeshift. I'm like, this is our studio.
Yeah, this was season 1.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like RuPaul when they had the season 1 filter.
RuPaul.
You know they had the season 1 filter. You never saw season 1, right?
I did, but what do you mean the filter?
It was like a filter. It was like you couldn't. Everybody was like blurred.
I never noticed that actually. Yeah. I just remember like the difference from season 1 to season 2 was like noticeable. Yeah. And we're gonna be noticeable too.
Right. So we're gonna have a new season. We're actually our new season's not gonna start until March.
I know, March 2026.
So we're not gonna be back until 2026. But
it's not that we're not gonna be active. We're gonna be active completely.
We have a mini show in the works. It's going to start probably an episode in September, another one in October, and probably some through the holidays. Yeah. We have to change the name because Jake hated the name I came up with.
No, what is the name?
We're going to do a special series, which is JK but Holiday.
Yes. I love it. I know. He says I hate it because I didn't respond, but it's not. I don't even know what was happening.
You hate me.
I hated it. Yeah. No, I love it actually. Yeah. So it's gonna be JK but Holiday.
JK but Holiday will be episodes that are not as long as what you have now, but it's just gonna be something to hold you over because I know you're hopefully gonna be wanting to watch us, and we're gonna talk about a variety of holiday topics like Dia de los Muertos, right? Christmas. We'll go to Thanksgiving, New Year. So we'll be doing all of that, and then in March we'll come back for season 2. And the reason why we were going to have season 2, elevate it, I don't know if we've said this on camera before, but we intentionally didn't have guests this season.
Correct.
We intentionally didn't have that because Jake and I were really intentional about saying that we wanted to build a platform and a space where we could maintain it by ourselves. Right. If we had to, not that we have to rely on guests, but sometimes you have to rely on, if your guests aren't good, then your show falls. Yeah. And we wanted to make sure that our chemistry was good enough. Yeah. And we were able to do it in the first season first. So that's why I'm really proud of us too, because we did it by ourselves. To be honest. And so we'll have a lot of guests. If there's any guests that you're like, hey, I think this would be a nice person for the show. I had some people reach out to me. Yeah, let us know. Reach out to us. And we'll come back. I think we're gonna start. Can I tell people we're gonna do our first season?
Yeah. I was gonna ask. I was like, I'm good. So our first episode for season 2, we will actually be bringing on our husband.
Yes. So he don't know that yet. But he's here.
He's here. He's listening right here behind us. But our first episode will be Husbands But Gay.
Husbands But Gay. If he's still around. Over here looking at me like I'm crazy.
First husbands, but gay.
Ex-husband's but gay. Can you imagine? So that's what are you most excited about? Did I ask you that?
Yeah. So, I just you got your college degree. No, the first thing that comes to my mind is literally just like us growing within this space, from and when I say space, I mean everything from like us bringing on guests, how we're gonna do that, figuring that out, the editing component for me, like the social media component for you, and also me, of growing in that space. Yeah, but all of that, like so for those of you that also don't know, like most of the time, and maybe I'm off speaking, or maybe most is a lot, but I feel like a lot of podcasts have a crew behind them.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got to see it out loud. They have a machine behind them.
It's the people on screen that you're watching, but then there's also like one or two other individuals that may be editing, that may be thinking of the content itself, or like kind of help assisting with the and it works. It works for all of them. But for us, like Kendrick was mentioned, like you were mentioning, I don't know why I say your name, but like you were mentioning.
It feels weird for you to say my name?
Kind of.
Oh, call me Daddy.
Como Daddy was mentioning before. No, but like we were so intentional about season 1 being only us.
Yeah.
And by only us, we truly mean only us. Like I did the editing, you do social media, and we'll talk to each other about
we produce it all ourselves. We write it.
Outlines. We do everything by ourselves.
Without little note cards.
Oh, and nothing. Which, I mean, right, exactly. But like, I mean, because note cards were a thought for me, but I was like, you know what? Like it actually, after episode 1, I was like, it doesn't work for us.
We had our standards of what we wanted, and there were certain things we wanted to do. So we have to buy new mics. We have to buy a new audio system. I got Jake too. I was like, Jake, let's just do not the bare minimum, the MVP, which is in marketing world. It's the minimum viable product, which means like it's viable, but it's like the least you can do.
Correct.
And so for season 2, we're gonna have the glow up. We're gonna have our lips done.
Great.
We're gonna have it all done. But you know, shows like this take time to do. Yeah. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you proud of the show?
Is it sky blue?
Are you proud of yourself?
I am extremely.
I'm gonna punch in your fucking throat if you say something stupid right now.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm beyond proud of us. I'm beyond proud of you. I am beyond proud of myself.
I was gonna say the question is.
I will say, like, thank you so much for saying how proud of you are of me, how proud you are of me, because I think as it relates to like a lot of my mental health and things of that nature, growing up, I don't think I was told that enough. And now that affects me. Yeah. And so you telling me how proud you are of me means a lot. Yeah. It means so much. It makes me want to continue going, continue growing. And all of that.
All the things. So let us know. Yes.
I was gonna say, what about you?
Oh, you know me.
I know, but
I'm absolutely proud of everything that we've built here.
Yeah.
And the fact that we are able to, it's gonna be weird taking a break.
But
we need it because everything, I don't know if we wrapped up by saying that, but everything that you see, everything that from the audio editing to the video editing to the social media to the lights, the camera, the setup, we all did it. Your husband helped us with the setup.
Correct.
But the exception of that and the exception of the music, which we bought,
right?
Everything is us.
Yeah.
Everything is just me and you. And so for us to do all that, that's the reason why we're taking a break because, you know, we've given you 16.
We're human.
We've also given you 16 episodes. You can go rewatch. I promise there's something you missed.
Right.
I guarantee you there's something you missed. But what I would say to that is just that I don't want us to burn out because right now it's really fun.
Exactly.
It's really, really fun. I don't want it to ever not feel like that.
Exactly. Like I'll be honest, like today I was like, I am exhausted because I didn't sleep well. But alcohol in the mix.
Right.
But I was like,
as he drinks more.
But I'm like, it's been so extremely fun talking. Literally, we do this with or without a camera.
Right.
We do this all the time.
Right. But it's teaching us something about ourselves. and
Yes.
like what we want the world to see and
Right.
why we don't want the world to see certain things.
Right.
And what is it about these things that make and that's usually we've always tackled those moments.
Yeah.
We've always tackled those moments. I think for me, speaking about ideation was something that I didn't ever imagine talking about.
Right.
And you speaking about your body image issues,
Right.
like I never thought that you would say something like that. And for us to say, okay, it bothers us, let's go tackle it, is just been amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully this show will pay for my therapy because I started therapy. I started therapy on the because of the show, y'all. Not because of the show, but as you're digging up your treasures, sometimes trash comes with it.
Yeah.
And yeah. What?
I love, not that I love that, but I'm like, oh my God.
Like, I'm so glad you're being re-traumatized.
digging up your treasures comes with trash.
Mm-hmm.
Or however you said it. You said it.
That's
much
why.
more
That's why I'm back in therapy.
But everyone can use
As you should
therapy.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
love-
as I was digging up all the things
Yeah,
that I
no,
love,
no.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's some
Yeah.
things here.
But I'm I like I can't say it enough. Like how proud I am of us and everything that we've built.
We also have a full-time fucking jobs, y'all. We are both bosses in what we do. We are both highly employed, thank God.
Right.
So we can continue the show.
Right.
We'll see what happens when we come back for season 2. I'm rightfully unemployed.
No, we're not putting that out there.
Right.
We're gonna have sponsorships.
Right. So
anybody who wants to sponsor, put it down below.
Yeah. If anybody thinks that we'll be pursuing that a little bit more in season 2,
and then maybe even more.
Yeah,
And
I don't want to stop. You're gonna have to cut us off.
What? Let's get a little bit more. Give the crowd what they want.
Give the girls what they're asking for. What did we say?
I forgot where we ended.
So no. But so if you've been watching us for the last few episodes or know how we do our show, we always end our show with "Don't Piss Me Off."
Yeah.
And
this week we're changing it.
Yeah,
up
we
a little bit.
we decided to not do "Don't Piss Me Off" because Jake was
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm not want to be pissed off in this episode."
And it always comes from like a sense of like we're never literally like pissed off when we leave,
No.
right? Like it's like, yes, things that do piss us off, we're human, we get mad. But I think for like this episode specifically, I was like, we're talking about joy, we're talking about being happy, we're talking about like what we're so excited for, what we're proud of, what we're looking forward to. I was like, I don't want to end it on a "Don't piss me off."
Yeah, and you know what's really funny about this is that we'll probably be going so that you all know. We usually go live. So if you're watching this episode on the Thursday when it comes out, that night at around 7 p.m.
Right.
we'll be live, but we'll be on the beautiful beaches of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And I'm so excited for us to like just be there. And it's a reward to ourselves. I don't know if we planned it that way, but I think it was, right?
No.
I thought we did. Me and Roger talked about it.
Oh, okay.
We planned it that way.
I just thought it like happened like.
I mean, we go to
so
PV every
serendipitous.
year. Not like we need an excuse.
Right, all the time.
But we're going this time, and it's
Yeah.
the day we get there is the release of the episode.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be so emotional. I'm already emotional.
Me too.
Because I can't believe this is it. I'm so proud of us.
I am so proud of us.
Just because so much can happen. I want things to be consistent. And we're like I said, we're coming back we'll come back in a few weeks.
We will absolutely be active. Like
Right.
between now or between when you're watching this and March, like you're still gonna see us.
Right.
Without a doubt.
But go rewatch, y'all.
Go rewatch. Like you said, there's gonna be things that you may not have, things that you may have missed before.
We do that when we're editing. We're like, wait, I don't even remember that.
Right. Oh, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you said this?
Yeah.
Even now with this?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be watching this. I'm like, I said that?
Right. I cannot believe I
cried
said that I made.
You make what?
No, you edited it out like you did last time. But thank y'all so much from the bottom of our hearts. We really cannot thank you all enough. It's been a magical ride, and we know this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. This is the beginning. I forgot the song yet. The words.
Rest of our lives.
But absolutely. Thank you so much. I think the ones that are watching and the ones that have watched this entire season literally are day ones. I thank y'all so much. I thank you so much. I think our husbands.
I thank me so much. Yes. Our husbands too.
Our husbands. And I think that's actually something that
My husband has to shut up for an hour. You know how hard that is for him? He has to just look at me for an hour and he's like, oh, when can I say something? When can I say something? When can I say something?
When can I watch? What's that show y'all watch? The Big Brother, but Mexico.
Casa de los Famosos.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but comment, reach out to us.
Yes. And also really quick shout out to my husband. Because I think throughout the season,
He built the set, y'all.
he built a set, and like he has been our number one supporter.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally couldn't do without him either.
Yeah.
Like he does so much, and I love him.
JK but love. We'll start a new series. Wait, save it. But thank you all so much.
Yeah.
We will see you very soon.